What's up? How you doing? Um, Jack, just bring yourself into the stream. My God,
Okay.
it's it's two of your three internet boyfriends. Do you know people really? I mean, not even they like when I call them that. It's really weird. You think they would like? Jack, how are you doing? You all right?
I'm doing well. I'm excited to talk a little bit at length about Rocky 3. So yeah, that's gonna be should be fun.
Cool. I'm in a weird mood, gang. Coho has vanished. We have not seen him in a few weeks. So if anyone has seen him, uh, he knows his way home, but there might be like a command word you have to give him. Um, it's not numbers because he knows the time we do the show every week. We just turn him around. Send him a link to this YouTube page. Jack, what do you have to say about Rocky Tree?
Well, I gave it 4.5 stars. I think it's a
No, not the rating, not the rate. What do you have to say about it?
Well, what I have to say goes with
not
my
the rating. We'll do the rating, but like, what do you have to say about it?
Okay, fine. It's an even bigger improvement upon the last two movies. It introduces a great dynamic between a great new dynamic between Apollo and Rocky, which I love, and I think it's the best either of them have been in any of these movies. Talia Shire gets a lot more to do and is really fun to see in this role. Honestly, for the first time, she's actually fun to watch. First movie, she was not okay. She was definitely not okay. But the second movie, she was a little better, but still bit not my favorite. But she's very good in this. She gets a great monologue. Mr. T is a great villain. If a minor step down from Apollo and Rocky 2. But no, I think this is an overall improvement on the Rocky franchise, and I can't wait for the fourth one. What about you, Alex?
Yeah, same.
Cool.
All right, it's probably time now for the ratings. Let's put them up.
All right. Well, I gave it 4.5 stars.
Okay.
As Coho.
Okay.
And so did you, which gives us an average rating of 4.5 stars.
We did it, gang. We all agreed on something. I'm proud of us.
Yeah, I'm proud too. Now, I think we can start the lists off with the best villain, or like figuring out where, not the best villain, but figure out where Mr. T ranks between the two, or between the three films. Let me just pull it up. Rocky 3 and share my screen. Perfect. I think he's better than Apollo in Rocky 1 because Apollo's not even really a villain in Rocky 1, but not as good as Apollo in 2. What do you think?
Yep, I agree. Yeah, that's probably
right. A very
admirable performance from Mr. T.
Yeah, a ruthless performance from Mr. T. Some really fun action with him in the first fight and especially in the second fight. Just an absolute unhinged performance and just so much fun to watch. All right. I guess we can get to the training montage list. Let me just pull that up.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not going to lie to you. I think this is the best one we've gotten so far.
Yep.
Like, without question. I like the first Rocky training montage well enough, and Rocky 2 is also solid, but this is my favorite one, for sure. Okay. Anything else you want to add about it?
No.
Okay.
Y'all, I'm
Cool.
super reclined right now. I have no energy. I ate McDonald's for the only meal I've had today. So like you can imagine the kind of slog I'm in. And then I found out we don't even have like a third person to do this show. The person whose idea it was to do the show is not here. I know what you're thinking. Don't you regularly mispicture this? I do. In fact, I do. But that's different because there are lots of other people that can do that show. A monkey can do that show. In fact, monkey should do that show so that we don't have to. Yeah, that's what I got going on right now. I'm not wearing shoes also, which really bothers me because as we all know, loose skin bothers me. The boxing was fine. This movie's pretty good.
Cool. Pretty good. It was a 4.5-star movie from all of us. Yeah, pretty good. I think it's safe to say that this is our best one so far. It blows the first one out of the water, and it greatly improves upon almost everything in Rocky 2 except maybe the boxing.
Yeah. I like how we have them in like ascending order. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I don't want to jinx it, but I think that stops this week.
Oh, that's a real shame.
Because given what I've heard about Rocky 4, it's not going to be the greatest of times. Or it will be the greatest. There is no in between. You either love it or you hate it. It's an absolute cheese fest from what I've heard.
Yeah,
so yeah.
The good news is we're going to do it twice. Because
some
people are not on board with a
one person specifically is not on board, and the other two plus. Pardon?
While some people are not on board for a Streetcar Named Desire double feature, like I am.
That's true, and if you do that, I will do the Streetcar Named Desire double feature.
I will do the. I signed on to do the Streetcar Named Desire double feature, and I signed on to do the Rocky 4 Rocky versus Drago cut. I did agree to do both of those things. I regret both of them now, but we've already agreed to the bit, and once I commit, I'm in for the haul, as they say.
All right, fair enough. We don't do standout performers here. No. Trying to figure out what else. Oh yeah, I just have to do this. Rocky. Would you be able to check what year Rocky 4 was released, please?
Sure. Rocky 4. 1985.
Thank you.
You didn't have that bad already, did you?
1985. And then, yeah, that looks good. Is there anything else we've got to cover here? Little low energy today, but that's okay.
I'm not low energy. I'm just annoyed. Here's the thing, folks, about Rocky 3. You want my professional film analysis? Here it is. Rocky 3 is Rocky going back to fight a better version of the person he was in Rocky 1. He has to become Apollo to beat Rocky from Rocky 1 in Rocky 3. That's what the plot of the movie is. He fights this like young up-and-comer. This young up-and-comer like thrashes him kind of, and then in the Rocky 2 scenario, he like has to, like, you know what I mean? Like he has to be a better version of himself to beat the guy from, it's that's the thing.
Yeah.
And they take fucking Paulie to.
Oh yeah, Paulie's absolutely a racist.
California or whatever. And they make him hold a boombox.
California is
30 minutes. Racist. They make him hold a boombox for 30 minutes in California, and he's like, the blacks. I don't do it good. I don't do it.
Also, I forgot to mention earlier, Mickey's death is
Mickey
in this
dies.
movie. It
Mickey dies
it is
like
an
a
actual
time
very
bomb.
well done scene. I did feel quite a bit
This
of
is
emotion.
the reason it's not a 5-star movie. It's because I don't like the way how Mickey died.
Oh,
They're
interesting.
like, here, Talia Shire, you take care of him. And then Talia Shire's like, I don't know this dude. What I'm gonna do? What's Talia Shire gonna do? She gonna do CPR? She was checking on him. He's lying on his side, dying, being crushed by the weight of either side of his chest. And Talia Shire does what every person would do in that situation. She leans on him and checks to see if he's breathing. Talia Shire killed Mickey. I'll say it. Talia Shire killed Mickey. All the medical personnel that would be around in a boxing fight, all of the medical personnel that would be around, and nobody's helping Mickey with this like heart attack. And
I mean, they did get people to help.
By the way, Mickey held on for a long time because Rocky went out in like the second round, I think. But they did entrance like he had the heart attack or whatever killed him.
Mm-hmm.
They were with him for a whole scene. So they got him back to the locker room and were with him. They left him, did both entrances. Both entrances. Yes, Adrian killed Mickey. They did both entrances. Both Clubber Lang and Rocky walked out. They did the intros. They did.
Meanwhile, Adrian is leaning on his chest, being like, "It's okay, it'll be over soon."
I don't know if those two ever met before this, but they're like, they do both intros, they do a full round, and then they do Rocky gets knocked out, then walks back. Do you know how long Mickey was having that heart attack for? He must have been dying for a solid like 30-40 minutes. Like genuinely, There's a UFC card on tonight. Watch the prelims. I mean, you can pay for it. If you're gonna watch it, like, pay for it, obviously. But like,
or go to a bar.
Unless you wanna go to a bar, or unless you wanna like illegally stream it. I'm not the cops. Mickey had a heart attack. Think Mickey had a heart attack when they got the fighters like to get them out to the ring, right? Not even the entrance.
Because there was a massive
they were walking to the entrance way, right? Think like the tonight, there's UFC card on tonight. Time how long it takes both people to walk out for them to do the introductions, not even the championship introductions, which take way longer. Just the regular introductions. One round of fighting, which it would be like a 3-minute round. So you got to take a little bit of time off. And then the minute on the stool, and then come out for the second round, and then for the time it takes them to walk back. Honest to God, Mickey was dying for like almost a full hour before he finally went out. We could have saved Mick, and we just didn't. That's why this movie's not a 5 stars. All the other things, fine.
I mean, the reason it's 4.5 stars and not 5 for me is because Paulie exists and he didn't die before Mickey.
Why doesn't Paulie die yet? Just die, Paulie.
He should have got killed in that gym.
With this series is the Creed franchise, and he's like, "Oh, Paulie," and he goes to like and I'm like, "Bro, Paulie was like a dick the entire time. He was super racist to your best friend. He was super mean to your wife. I know he was your brother-in-law, but you can't just. Also, he tried to fight you that one time.
Yeah.
He broke one of your. Do you know how much that pinball machine is worth? Oh my God, this guy.
Yeah.
Anyway. Other than that, I mean, maybe we can talk about boxing stuff, like, I don't know, having to teach Rocky how to finally move his head. That was pretty neat.
It worked.
Here's the thing, right? here's like the problem. Here's the well, it's not a problem. It's just like a thing. It's all stuff that's like that's like subtext. Is they had to teach him how to fight like a cool black guy. Now I know what you're thinking. Hey man, you can't say that. Here's the thing. Boxing, when announcers talk about it, is low-key kind of racist. Remember, this was made in the 80s. And in the history of boxing, when they describe a lot of white fighters, they say things like, he's working class, he's rugged, he's very tough. What they mean is that guy is slow, plodding, and probably hits fairly hard because he doesn't like he moves all of his body weight into every punch. When they describe like black fighters, they're like, he moves really quickly, he's got whatever, it doesn't matter. The point is, that's why Apollo fights the way he does in the Rocky movies. That's why they take him to like a gym that is. Did you ever notice how the gym that they take Rocky to is full of black guys? That's why. It's just the movie. It's the plot of the. Oh, don't cover your. No, here's the thing, Jack. Why are you covering your head? It's the plot of the movie.
No, it is the plot of the movie. I
didn't write it.
It was just like, I don't know. It's just a gut reaction. Like the way you said just made me go like, oh, Alex. I don't know.
It's all right. Nobody.
Whatever. All I know. Okay. Also, should not be overlooked. Possibly the most homoerotic movie ever. Yes, even counting Top Gun. Tied with Top Gun? I don't know, but it's close.
Yeah, that scene where they just like zoom in on their crotches and their dicks are just going boing, boing.
Specifically boing. on Apollo Creed's crotch.
Yeah. Hey,
as
Rock,
they're running.
Hey Rock, what is it with you and black guys? You can tell us. It's fine. Like, you clearly have a weird thing about them.
Anyway, anyway, yeah. So that, I guess that's the movie. Like, drastic improvement over the first one. Even
How do
bigger.
You make your movies better. You just make them increasingly gayer. That's what you do.
This is fact. Can't wait for Rocky 4.
Yeah, you add more Carl Weathers and you make it gayer.
Yeah, I can't wait for Rocky 4 when we get. Okay.
You want to just? I mean, we're already at 20 minutes. You want to just keep going?
Well, what do we have to say?
I mean, we could do Oscar stuff.
Cool. Yeah. Oh yeah. We will be doing an Oscar prediction video on Monday. Alex probably won't be here. Matthew might be here, and Coho and Spence for sure will be. Fingers crossed with Spence, but Coho for sure will be. I for sure will be. Maybe Matthew, maybe Spence. And we will be inviting a guest onto it. I actually haven't sent that message yet, so I don't know if he's available. But Caleb Boatman, if you're watching, I'm just going to send you a message as soon as this is over. We're going to be doing our Oscar predictions. And then on the next Picture This episode, we'll break down the nominees and see what kind of snub surprises and whatnot went into those nominations. So I'm very excited about that.
Cool. That's probably enough, honestly.
Okay.
Because we always like make this stuff up and then we don't tell anybody. We just like drop a video on them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and also on January, I want to say 27th. Is that the last Friday? Oh, so technically next is Picture This, then it's the first episode of View 52 with Alex, right. Melissa, and I on this coming.
We're so behind.
I mean, I'm not that far behind. I just have to watch Whatever Happened to Baby Jane and Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow, and the ones that you guys picked that I still haven't seen. So I'm pretty behind, I guess. And then later will be the Rocky 4 and Rocky versus Drago director's cut double feature, which I'm very excited about. Anyway, anything else you got?
Do you think Adrian knew that she killed Mickey, or?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Anyway, with that, on that note, bye. That was absolutely